Man City, oh boy. Man City add Reece James to their wish list. Should I laugh or should I cry? God knows. Hello everyone, welcome to another video of mine. It's Kemal AA and this is another Chelsea transfer news daily video for you guys, where I keep you guys up to date with all the latest Chelsea transfer news in the past 24 hours, giving you guys latest rumours, news stories, etc. Linking to Chelsea. We'll be speaking about Hakimi, Chelsea potentially, and this is the key word here, potentially hijacking the move from PSG to sign Hakimi. Doesn't make us favourites, but there is some links and rumours, and I'll be giving you guys my reason, my hypothesis in a moment. We'll also be speaking about the comical article written by The Athletic that Man City interested in signing Reece James from Chelsea. And finally, we'll be speaking about Tammy Abraham after Aston Villa reportedly have submitted a £40 million bid for the England international. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get straight into this news daily. And starting off with the news story where Chelsea may potentially be hijacking the move for Hakimi. Now, Fabrizio Romano a few hours ago this morning discussed that Paris Saint-Germain are working on the final details for Hakimi deal. Leonardo, who is the Paris Saint-Germain director, is now in direct contact with the Inter board. He made a post and article on Hakimi yesterday, and he said that Chelsea are not in the race anymore. He said that PSG are preparing and submitting a €70 million bid for Hakimi. Now, for the past 3-4 days, we've been hearing the same thing from not only Fabrizio Romano, but same from Gianluca Di Marzio. All the Italian publications and journalists have all been reporting the same thing, where Paris Saint-Germain are leading the race and they're about to submit a bid. Now, they've been so close to submitting a bid for the past few days, which leads me to believe that something is going on behind the scenes. Chelsea, they're cooking behind the scenes, and this doesn't mean that I'm optimistic, because let's face it now, PSG are clear favourites, and the most likely situation and scenario is PSG are going to sign Hakimi. Let's be serious now, but it's not done. And as long as Hakimi is not holding the PSG shirt, as long as PSG haven't submitted that €70 million bid in, Chelsea will always stand a chance. Yes, our bid of €55 million plus Alonso was confirmed. It wasn't official, but it wasn't an unofficial bid. Chelsea have been long admirers of Hakimi. We know this. Chelsea want Hakimi. It's just that PSG want him a lot more. We have the finances to do it, but of course, with his family opting for PSG, it makes it difficult. Doesn't rule us out completely, and this is why I'm saying Chelsea could potentially be hijacking the deal. This weekend will be pivotal. PSG haven't submitted their bidding. If they haven't submitted that bidding, Chelsea are waiting, and Chelsea have been in contact with his agent for weeks. Fabrizio has confirmed this. Many journalists have confirmed Chelsea have been contacting Hakimi's agent for time. Now, why would you be contacting his agent if you have no interest in signing a player? Of course, we were interested in signing a player. For the past 2-3 weeks, we were contacting and talking to his agent, which leads me to believe, and of course, it is a small chance. I'm not saying it's a major possibility. But once PSG finally submit this €70 million bidding, that's when I believe Chelsea behind the scenes will strike a deal. We know Inter Milan are desperate to sign Marcus Alonso. We know they're desperate in terms of finances. They are interested in some of our players. If they want to maintain a good relationship with us, they want to ideally sell Hakimi to us. Now it's up to us to put the bid in. If we match Paris Saint-Germain's bid, I am very confident that Inter Milan would rather sell Hakimi to Chelsea, because they want some players from us in return. They just don't want a swap deal because, of course, for accounting and finance reasons, they need the money right now. Of course, the tax year is fastly approaching in 4 days' time. They need the finances, they need the cash this instant. But they would be interested in signing Alonso Zappacosta later down the line in this transfer window. So they want to finance that deal separately, but they need the cash. And this is where I believe, this is where my hypothesis is. Once PSG, and this is the thing, PSG haven't even put the bid in. This is where people are getting worried here. Once PSG put this bid in, that's when I believe Chelsea will either A, match that bid, or up that bid. It's as simple as that. Or we're not going to bid at all. Maybe Chelsea pulled out the race completely, and that is a likely scenario, but there is that possibility, and that window is still open where Chelsea could either match PSG's bid or we can up that bid. Now, this is not me saying that Chelsea have certainly hijacked the deal. It's a possibility we may be hijacking the deal, because he's not holding the PSG shirt up. PSG haven't submitted the bidding. Hakimi's already said, verbally agreed, that he would be open and interested, and he would like to sign for Chelsea. He's already confirmed this. So, you know, terms and agreements in terms of matching those terms are not going to be an issue whatsoever. As I said, the likely case is Hakimi is going to be a PSG player. I'm not saying he's not going to be. That's probably what's going to happen. But there's always that small window. There's always that small opportunity. And in football, things change very quickly. Clear examples. Jorginho was destined to go to Man City. They agreed a fee. He gave his okay. He gave his word to sign for Man City. What happened? We hijacked the deal. Willian, the guy had his medical in Spurs. He was already in a Spurs training ground and he had his medical conducted. Yeah, what happened? We hijacked the deal. It's possible. Malcolm, if you guys remember Malcolm from Bordeaux, was destined to sign for Roma. He was literally at the Roma airport. What happened? Barcelona came in the 11th hour. They hijacked the deal. It is possible. In football, these things happen. Now, as I said, the likely scenario, Hakimi will become a PSG player. This is something we're going to have to accept. But, and I'm not saying get your hopes up, but there is a possibility this weekend Chelsea may be hijacking the deal. So, again, as I said, keep your eyes peeled, keep your eyes open. Of course, any updates, I will be reporting it tomorrow. In the next few days, again, you'll be seeing a daily update on all Chelsea transfer news. So make sure you hit that bell notification and make sure you hit the subscribe button. But let's move on to some other interesting news, some comical news. From the Athletic article, they've confirmed that Man City have added Chelsea's England right back Reece James to their wish list of players they would like to sign. I mean, listen, Man City wishing they could have Reece James. That's like me wishing I could have Messi at Chelsea. Is it going to happen? Of course it's not going to happen. You can wish all you like. That's like me wishing to have that's like me wishing to have a Ferrari by tomorrow. That's not going to happen, is it? So, you can all wish you like, you can admire as much as you like, but guess what? Reece James is not going to be signing for Man City. It's as simple as that. And I'm actually shocked because this came from Simon Johnson, who's actually a very, very well-connected and very well-reliable journalist. And of course, I'm sure Man City would be interested. I mean, which major club wouldn't be interested? I'm sure Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain are interested in signing Reece James, but doesn't mean it's realistic. I'm surprised in the article, I'm surprised the piece was actually written on this because there's no hope. There's literally no point. Man City could put a bid in and Chelsea is simply going to refuse. Man City are direct rivals for the Premier League title. We just played them in a Champions League final. They are our direct rivals to compete in Europe, both Europe and domestically. Reece James is one of our best players, one of the best right backs in Europe with generational potential. Why would we sell him to Man City that easily and strengthen a rival like that? Plus, Reece James is Chelsea through and through. He wouldn't even accept it. So this is baffling to me. I'm genuinely bamboozled. Even Stephen A. Smith would say, I've been bamboozled. I've been hook-winked. It's crazy. I'm surprised, as I said, I'm surprised an article, I'm surprised a piece has been written on this because yes, Man City have Reece James on their wish list. I mean, that's like us saying having Kevin De Bruyne on our wish list. We're not going to sign Kevin De Bruyne because Man City would never sell Kevin De Bruyne. Likewise, in this situation, Chelsea would just never sell Reece James. So they can dream all they like, they can wish all they like. Reece James is not signing for Man City. You can jog on. Yeah, look for other right backs. It's not like they even need Reece James. They've got Cancelo and Walker. I mean, there's not even space for Reece James in terms of, yes, Reece James, in my personal opinion, is better than Kyle Walker, and I think he is on level with Cancelo. But you can't have three top right backs in one position. It's not sustainable. Having two in that position is difficult as it is to maintain, but it's not sustainable having three top right backs. So as I said, I had to talk about this because it was too funny. As I said, it's written by a reliable report. The Athletic have reported this, that Man City have put Reece James on their wish list. As I said, I want a Ferrari. Is it going to come tomorrow? Of course it's not. If I want a Ferrari, I've got to work very hard and I've got to be dedicated and consistent. It's the same thing here. Simple as that. So I just found this very funny. But let's move on to the final story, and that is in regards to Tammy Abraham. According to Mirror Football and various other sources and English publications, Aston Villa are ready to spend up to £40 million to sign Tammy Abraham. Chelsea are expecting a bid imminently. Crystal Palace and West Ham are also interested. Now, I was told and I've seen various reports that, of course, we know Tammy will definitely be leaving at the end of the season. He's fallen out of favour with Tuchel. He's barely featured since Thomas Tuchel's come in. He's not first choice. He needs a sufficient game time. His agent's already looking for new clubs. And I have been told that Aston Villa are very interested. I'm not sure about the fee, the £40 million. That is a very steep fee, considering Tammy hasn't got long left on his contract and he hasn't had much game time. But again, he's Premier League proven. He was our top goal scorer for the past 2 seasons. He's an England international. And I think, yes, he could command between £30 to £40 million. I think, yes, he's a good player. He's still young, so he's got a lot of potential. His attributes would suit Aston Villa. And of course, he was on loan at Aston Villa where he scored over 25 championship goals. So of course, he's got connections and links to Aston Villa already. So it wouldn't be a case if he needs to settle because of course, he's already in the Premier League. He's already played for Aston Villa. So I'm sure that Aston Villa are very interested. I know for a fact that Aston Villa are very interested in signing Tammy Abraham. I'm not sure if they would pay up to £40 million. I think maybe 30 to 35 would be realistic. But listen, they could easily pay 40. It depends on how well we negotiate. When you have Marino Ganesky as your CEO, as your director, anything is possible. It's as simple as that. So as I said, we'll have to wait and see, watch the space on that one, because as I said, I fully expect Tammy to leave at the end of the season. There's no room for him. You know, he's not rated by Tuchel. He doesn't fit the system. He's fallen out of favour. He needs the game time, especially at his age and development of his career. And we're looking to sign your Erling Haaland. So, you know, there's just simply going to be no space for Tammy Abraham, especially when we've got, you know, Timo Werner and Kai Havertz, etc. So I don't see Tammy staying at all. And I fully expect Tammy to leave at the end of the season, especially with Crystal Palace, West Ham, Villa. So, you know, as I said, good luck to him, because, you know, he's a good player. He's been a good servant for Chelsea, and I wish him the best in his future endeavours. But that is me wrapping up the News Daily. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.